Holy crap. Hey buddy. I don't know if you're still here. Long time no see. What's up, dude? Harde werker. You go. Oh shit. Uh, just a second. Think my headset. The battery is up. Battery Aziz. So long time no see, man. Bezig met in de tuin bosjes weghalen. Wortelzaad aardig diep in de grond. Ja. Wat krijg je daarvan als je ze heel lang, als ze oud zijn, hè? Dan gaan ze heel diep. Heb je ze nou helemaal weggehaald? Gewoon helemaal eruit gerukt. Ja, het is mooi weer nou, hè. Nou kun je mooi in de tuin werken, man. Oh, het staat er al een van de vorige bewoners. Ja, toch? Gewoon lekker eigen bosjes neerzetten. Kijk eens aan, we hebben het dwerg hebben we ook al getekend in de game. Moet even kijken hoe die, als die naakt is nou. Hij mag niet helemaal naakt zijn, mooi. Ja, de dwerg is het erin, jongen. Kijk die kleine pootjes. Oh, wat is er met die been, joh? Die IK moet het beter afstellen. Ik kan zien nu als ze zeg maar een beetje schuin staan op dingen, dan gaan die poten ook aanpassen. Alleen het ziet er leuk uit, alleen het brengt andere problemen met zich mee. Dat hij af en toe raar loopt met die beentjes. Het ziet er wel mooi uit, maar ik denk ik ga dat niet doen. Ja. Wat maakt het nou uit als ik zeg maar de berg op ga of berg af ga? Dat mijn poten zich aanpassen aan de grond. Zie je dat? Zonder heb je dit. Maar dan heb je wel stevigheid. Ja? Dan heb ik wel stevigheid. Die voeten trillen niet. Als die loopt, loopt die oké. Nee, daarom als mensen aan het spelen zijn, joh, en ze staan gewoon zo, ze letten niet eens op je of die nou zijn voeten. Het is wel mooi, maar zoals ik zeg, brengt heel veel problemen met zich mee. Waardoor als ze lopen, dan die voeten stuiteren alle kanten op. Zie je? Die voet gaat in één keer uit zichzelf helemaal rare dingen lopen doen. Stuiptrekkingen. En zelfs dan heb je ook af en toe dat hij hij alsnog in de lucht staat. Dus ja, misschien is het niet eens waar, ja. Spastisch gedrag. Maar ja, het is wel mooi zo als je dit ziet. Daarom, ik ga gewoon nog even wachten. Hij is ermee bezig om het beter te maken. Het is veel makkelijker geworden dan het is. Je hoeft alleen maar deze script erop te zetten. Alleen er zijn zoveel knoppen die je moet afstellen om het goed te krijgen. Dus misschien stel ik het ook niet eens goed af. Dat kan het ook zijn, hè. Maar ja, we waren wat anders aan het doen. We waren aan het testen. Deze moet een beetje beter tekenen. We zijn net pas bezig. Laten we die nog een beetje beter tekenen. Want ze zien er een beetje te donker uit hier. Best is zo. Oh, ik heb ook een vrouwtje erin gezet. Hoe heet? Nieuw character. Zo, die vrouwtje is er ook al. Zij werkt ook al. Moet alleen nog een beetje beter tekenen. Maar in ieder geval, nu heb ik 2 rassen. Demonic, dwarf. En zij moet nog getekend worden. Maar ja. Lang onder de zonnebank gezeten. Ja. Het is veel te rood. Je kan zien hoeveel hij er beter uitziet. Meer getekend. OMG, Hugo is hier. Ja, die zijn altijd aan te passen. Die kan ik altijd aanpassen, zeker. Daar ben ik nu ook mee bezig. Hem moet ik ook nog een beetje beter tekenen. Het is een beetje te wit. Maar ja, dwergen zijn altijd wat lichter van de color, van de skin tone. Beerenburger, ja, Beerenburger in the house. Long time no see. Oh ja, begin ook een beetje textuur overal te tekenen. Moet alleen nog de metaal een beetje beter afwerken. Materiaal aanpassen zodat het glimt. Ik heb nog steeds geen materiaal eraan gedaan. Maar je kan zien, ik ben meer dingen aan het tekenen nou. Ook die ene lamp die ik al zo lang geleden had gedaan. Maar die is ook still work in progress. Nog steeds niet getekend. En dit wordt ook meer metaalachtig. Moet wel materiaal. Oh ja, en ook zo karakter gedaan. De human race hier. Moet alleen nog zijn lichaam tekenen, maar ik begin al een armen te tekenen voor de human race also. Just emergent. En een hele nieuwe boom getekend. Nog steeds niet klaar, maar steeds meer textuur. Zo. Hij hoorde je, Hugo. Lol, hoor het weer. Gaat de goede kant op. Ja, het gaat. Ik heb ook meer gewerkt achter de schermen, de dingen die je niet ziet, zomaar 1, 2, 3. Zijn ook al added to the game. Like heel veel of dit stuff. Heel veel of effects, abilities. New races. I mean new classes. Hunter, Sorcerer, Warrior en Warlock. Dan heb ik ook nog allemaal heel veel in de talent trees gedaan, abilities and stuff like that. Let's do the Warlock. Wait. We zijn met die dwergen bezig. Het zijn ook niet, dus er gaat zoveel werk in. Af en toe dan ben ik gewoon dagen bezig alleen maar om dit te creëren. Het ziet er niet zo uit, maar je bent echt lang bezig. Zoals met die Warlock heb ik nu 2 minions. Heel even muten. Ga ik mijzelf eventjes even level up to 20. Nou heb ik 2 minions voor de Warlock. En er komen nog meer abilities en er komen ook andere klas. Hoe moet ik dat uitleggen? Andere klassen in de klasse. Zeg maar, je hebt Hunter, heb je Beastmaster. Dus dan heb je Warlock, kun je Conjurer en dan heb je Warlock, dan ben je meer healer en stuff like that. Dus dit wordt nog helemaal opgevuld en er komt hier naast nog eentje. And it's gonna be called different, right? Like you have a Mage Frost, Mage Fire, Mage Arcane, Mage Lightning. So voor de Warlock precies hetzelfde. Komen meer talent trees. Zo ja, daar zit heel veel werk in. Oh, de audio is uit. Normaal hoor je een sound. In ieder geval deze, daar ben ik nog steeds mee bezig. Om hem beter te maken. Ja, wat ik verzinnen kan, maar meestal, ik ben niet zo goed met verzinnen. Ik doe gewoon wat anderen ook doen. Ik heb mij het voorop. En dan misschien een beetje aanpassen op mijn eigen manier. Het is een RPG game, dus het is niet alsof ik Warlock heb verzonnen, toch? En meestal, ja, dan kijk je gewoon wat anderen doen. Dan hebben ze minions. Heb je deze, is je eerste. Dit wordt dan je tweede. Die is veel sterker, maar die krijg je dan ook pas later. En dan komt later nog eentje, een derde erbij, die helemaal gruwelijk is. Dus ja. Maar ik ben ook al bezig geweest met heel veel quests. Alles instellen. Moet nog steeds aan die tekst werken, want die tekst is nu gewoon temporary. Iets, zodat ik wat heb, maar ja, die tekst moet beter worden. Want hier, dit is waar je zeg maar net begint, als je hier spawnt. En hij is de eerste waar je tegen gaat praten. En hij gaat zeggen dat hij zeg maar jouw teacher is, dat hij jou gaat leren. Jouw master voor de eerste paar quests die je moet doen. En basically, wat zegt hij? Dat ik gewoon 10 Blue Mountain Flowers moet vinden. Kijk je die dingen? Wat zijn ze? Kijk dit dan. Dan moet ik even beter instellen. In ieder geval ja. Dan kun je zeg maar je pet sturen. Hoef je bijna niet eens wat te doen. Kijk hoe sterk hij is. Holy shit. One hit. Maar ja, als ik die textuur en alles heb gedaan, beter effect, dan gaat hij er beter uitzien. Ook deze steentjes die je ziet nu gewoon zo stil zijn, die worden geanimeerd. Gaan meer zeg maar beweging krijgen. Nou zijn ze een beetje te static. Zo ja, daar is gewoon heel veel te doen, want hier ook heb je allemaal skills, alchemy, en dit krijg je later ook allemaal gevuld met talent tree. Basically kan je ook upgraden to level 60 en dan kun je ook door bepaalde alchemy die je zeg maar aan het creëren bent, kun je andere dingen unlocken. Dus basically elke armor making, alchemy, cooking, herbalism, it's gonna have their own talent tree. Bam! Let's see how fast he can kill a little bit more tough enemy. I basically do no damage. Holy crap. A healing potion. But yeah, let's get back to painting his bottom. Ja, heel veel is al een keer bedacht, dus ja. Tuurlijk ga ik ook wat voor mezelf bedenken, maar ja. Beter gewoon traditionele shit aanhouden, wat mensen weten. En, Oké, hoe kunnen we dit een beetje lichter krijgen? Misschien een beetje wat anders verzinnen voor... something like this. Hoor je een Red Bull? Yep. So what can we do for him? Maybe a green color? Ja, ik heb een nieuw PC nou en nou kan ik streamen iedere dag. Sinds ik hem heb, nu al 2 weken, stream ik bijna iedere dag. Ik weet niet of je terug hebt gekeken. Ik heb al best wel veel gestreamd. Nou ben ik gewoon weer terug. Dat is gewoon fucked up met die... Het was ook een nieuwe PC, maar het was eigenlijk een oude PC. Refurnished. En in het begin deed hij het best wel goed en dan in één keer, ik weet niet wat ermee gebeurd was. Ik weet wel wat er... Het is gewoon goedkope rotzooi geweest, klaar. Refurnished, weet je genoeg. Dat je eigenlijk geen zekerheid hebt dat het kwaliteit is. Ja, maar een hele verbetering. AMD Ryzen 7. Betere grafische kaart. Het is niet het beste, tuurlijk. Maar hele grote veranderingen. Ik kan gewoon streamen, heel veel dingen open hebben. En, alleen hij maakt echt veel lawaai. En ik heb gelezen waardoor dat kan, juist omdat hij goed werkt. En sommige mensen denken dat dat een probleem is en die kunnen er niet tegen. Ik kan daar niet tegen. Je hoort hem net een vliegtuig werken, weet je, terwijl die super nieuw is. Of het kan zijn dat hij niet genoeg power krijgt, dat kan ook. Waardoor hij dan veel te hard moet werken. Dus ik moet even kijken wat het echt is voordat het een groot probleem wordt. Maar het kan ook gewoon echt zijn wat ze zeggen dat het niks is en dat het werkt gewoon goed, juist. De grafische kaart. Zodra, het enige wanneer ik hem hoor is als ik zeg maar Unity, als ik andere programma's open heb, niks aan de hand. Maar zodra ik Unity begint want Unity is best wel, alles is real-time rendering, is best wel hard voor de PC's. Dan hoor ik hem heel hard bezig zijn. Ja, grafische kaart, want die hoor ik ook, weet je. Die hoor ik ook. En die zie je ook, zeg maar, hier, nu, niks. En zodra ik Unity, dan zie je hem gewoon in 90 gaan. En ik dacht dat het juist fout is, dat het verkeerd is. Maar het is juist goed. CPU, als die omhoog gaat, is slecht. Grafische kaart, als die omhoog gaat, is juist goed. Betekent dat die 90 tot en met 100% gebruikt. Heel raar, maar het is de waarheid. Dus je grafische kaart, GPU, als die omhoog gaat, is goed. CPU, als die omhoog gaat, is niet goed. Die probeer je altijd lager te houden. Ik weet niet, dit wordt niks. Nee. Misschien. Misschien doen we eerst eromheen met dezelfde kleur en dan net zoals dit. Waarom werkt dat niet? Ja. Framed. Dus een soort een rimbelt. Een beetje zo gaat. Die van jou is 1070, maakt ook lawaai. Ja. Maar ik dacht dat het juist verkeerd was, maar dat is juist omdat ze gaan werken. Die propellers die erin draaien. Maar het kan ook zijn, wat ik nu zeg, is dat het juist ook gewoon ergens in de computer iets fout gaat, waardoor die meteen zeg maar in de volle toeren gaat. Dat hoort hij pas te doen als die echt gewoon helemaal opgewarmd is. Maar als hij dan meteen zo begint te werken, kan ook juist fout zijn. Dus een hele ingewikkelde iets dat je moet uitzoeken, zeg maar. Om te vinden, is het nou faulty? Of is het nou because it has to work hard to render correct? No, tricky situation. I should not be spending this much time on this. It's people are always gonna be having some stuff equipping, right? Because you need armor, but just if they decide to be naked, so they are not all the way naked and they have something painted on them. Just gonna block it in for now, see how it looks, and then start to clean it out later. So I don't, because if I'm gonna be deleting it again, I have not spent too much time painting for nothing. Just gonna block it in, see how it looks. If it looks bad, we can make a decision immediately. Zolang je beeld hebt is het goed. Ja man. Maar ja, ik zit daarnaast en dan hoor je dat geluid, je weet toch. En dan het eerste wat je gevoel denkt is, er klopt iets niet. Want waarom zou je dan zoveel fucking herrie maken? Maar ja, dan doe ik gewoon koptelefoons op en dan is het opgelost. Dan hoor ik het niet meer. Maar ja, het is een beetje vreemd. Je hebt hem net nieuw en ik heb dat nog nooit meegemaakt als ik een computer had. Dat zoveel geluid uitkwam als ik zeg maar meer gebruik maakte van de computer. Dus dan hoor je hem echt werken. Hoor je hem echt moeilijk doen. Yeah, it's not bad. I think I'm gonna go for it. It doesn't have to be super cool, right? So later on I'm gonna work on the painting it nicely and also in Photoshop adding it there's this problem here. I don't know, it happens. It happens in 3D code, which there's this tiny pixel that doesn't get painted for some reason. I don't know what that is. But yeah, this is how I can correct it, right? No biggie. Let's close this guy. Let's check it out. Zo, heb je binnenkort vakantie of hoe zit het? Did it even update? What's going on? It's way too dark. I don't see it. Holy crap, why the fuck is it so dark? Doesn't even matter. What's going on? It didn't even update. Okay. Let me think. Of course. Yep, that's why. Now it's there. Still, I don't know why it is te lang. Over 2 weken, ik ook man. Huh. Still way too dark. It did update this time. I do see it. So it's supposed to be more like that. Yeah, it's working. Okay, okay. We're gonna fix that later. Also, by the way, I forgot to fix that. So all of those textures Yeah, they are all 8K. Oh my god. It's not gonna render them 8K anyway. Why? Because the UV is not 8K. So it's just gonna set it to your correct UVs anyway, but it does take a lot of space in here, right? Okay, so yeah, I can see it's visible. In here it's also visible. So Unity for some reason does this where it's killing the textures on the materials. I don't know why that is. Like, it just kills it. You can see it. It just makes it so awful looking. And it's not this, you know. It's even if I turn this off, even worse. So weird. So I have to go to Photoshop and play around with some levels and other things to get it working proper. But anyway, yeah, we got it. So let's block it in a little bit nicer, add some details. Now we can paint in some lights. Make it look a little bit better. Ja, coil. Dit heb ik ook opgezocht. En daarom, dit heb ik precies hetzelfde heb ik gelezen. Daarom zeggen ze, momentje. Ik zat net een beetje te ruiken, want ik ruik een beetje verbrande. Daarom, misschien is die ook aan het overheaten, kan ook. Maar ja, dit heb ik gelezen, ja, precies hetzelfde. Coil wine. Het kan dus zijn dat het niks is, omdat de PC's ook heel sterk zijn. Of het is echt gewoon de grafische kaart, de GPU die omhoog gaat. Ja, dit heb ik al gelezen. Ik heb nog andere opgezocht die veel uitgebreider over dit gaan. betere muziek, kom op. Stop touching his junk, man! Yeah, there's that like weird pixel. Just happens randomly. And it's not like something is wrong with the UVs because it works in other programs. Just here gets crazy. So see how much this makes it less flat looking, the colors? Like it makes it look a little bit shinier. And it's just like, what did I do? It's not even done correct. I just like took the same color, made it brighter, and just started blending in from lighter to even lighter and less. So basically what I'm doing, I'm just creating fake roundness, right? So basically I say this is where the light hits, so this is where it should be having this, right? More light, which that little piece there, it's gonna add so much to the shape. See, just that little bit. If I remove, you can see what I'm explaining. Flat, right? And by just me doing that, starting like on one point, you have to start like where you think this is where the light hits. If I was even more correct, it would be somewhere here. If I was good. But still, even this livens up the paint, the colors, and it gets less flat, right? Especially this here, you can see how I did not blend it in very well. So basically you can see the color changing every time here. Basically what I'm doing, I'm sampling with one button the color. You can do that by setting up shortcuts, right? Just have to find how to set up shortcuts for 3D Code. And scaling the brush you can add on the next button next to the button that you're sampling the color from. And then basically you just do this, and once you have it down where you're gonna be like doing this, and then scaling up, scaling down, and sampling the color, and then you just keep between those three buttons playing around. And if you get that down, like in your brain, then you're gonna be able to do this really fast and more precise. But you have to always take down the opacity with blending, right? So and this brush, like it must be the soft one. And you basically just sample from the lighter color, and then once you like put those little dots, like I'm putting little dots like this, you just keep sampling, right? And then every time it's gonna get thinner and thinner, and then you're gonna get the blending. But it's, for me, it's still like I cannot get it right. We can definitely see dramatic change, what I'm trying to explain, right? It's like you are hitting the light on the light source where the light hits on the object, right? Brings it more to life. It's basically just like having one base color, and from that base color you just go, and if you're even like more advanced, you can go more saturated in between, and then have like a lot of variation. But that's like, I still have not managed to get that down. I'm still struggling with this basically, which is basically just simple. But look, I can also go and paint like this, right? But it doesn't give the same effect like when you putting little dots down. It really doesn't. I tried it the other way, like just painting it in. But with the dots, you get a little extra something to it, which makes it more believable. So basically I'm just tapping like this, and sampling color and tapping, right? But yeah, you can just also just paint it in, but it's gonna look smoother. It's not gonna have this, like sometimes this little piece that has more uneven shininess. Then it's gonna look too perfect, and that's like not how it works. Sometimes the light doesn't hit on something and it shines exactly the same. It always has like this little uneven stuff happening. It is an illusion, exactly. You're creating an illusion. And that's basically lightning, right? It's all about the lightning. Well, lightning, shadow, color, of course, but I mean, like, you can even do it with black and white just to learn the gradients. Basically, in everything there's gradients. Coplux 21. I'm just gonna call you 21. Hi there. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Having a good day? Yeah, only thing it's fixed no matter how the sun shines, it's always the same spot on the body. Yeah, but this is where the material comes in the game, right? It's not about where the sun hits. Basically, it's always gonna be on the same spot. That's just how objects work. This is always gonna be rounded, right? So you know this is where the rounding happens, and this is where the rounding happens, and this is where the rounding happens. I'm talking about the roundings, yes? I'm not talking about like something being shiny and when the sun hits. This is always going to be more visible. But if you add material, this is also going to get a little bit of shininess. But it's always going to be more shiny on the spot where you have the rounding just happening. So if you have an object, you can see if you have an object like this, right, and the light hits on top, okay, I am gonna accept, and the light hits on top, right, always where the rounding is, there's always gonna be more that shininess. Maybe this is a bad example. You can see it here. See, this is always gonna get more shiny. It doesn't matter how you turn it around or not, right? Unless you turn it, you flip it, you flip this up, then yeah, that's gonna be darker because the sunlight doesn't hit it, but it's still gonna have that texture having a little bit brighter than all the way dark, right? So it doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say, this is why you try to find that light where the body is getting rounded, or body or any object, no matter what kind of object. So this is why I'm saying you have to know that, only that, to understand it. And if you know that, then you know where to put more shininess and where to start to blend it in, right? You can see here being less bright than here, because I know when you rotate this to the sun, this one is always gonna get shiny. Why? Because there's more rounding here. So basically there's more this roundness, right? It's always gonna be more roundness on the roundness. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like you have this loop, and there's always gonna be something that is more rounder than another piece, right? And that's where you try to hit more of the brightness, right? So this is always going to be more shiny. Doesn't matter how you rotate it. You rotate it like this. So basically I should have hit this somewhere around here. See what I'm trying to explain? It's just that little starting point where it needs to be more light, and then less where it's blending, and then again where you have those shapes, the sort of a starting point, right? A starting point of a curve of the object that needs more attention and more brightness than other pieces. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it's not that hard to understand. The problem is it's not easy to apply to an object, and no, I still struggle with that, you know. The problem is like, how much do I add the brightness there? How much is the material gonna affect it? Because material is the one that's gonna determine the shininess of the material. If you have piece of wood is not gonna shine, right? Where is it gonna give you a little bit more where is it gonna give you a little bit more roundness. So even on the wood, light hits, right? But it doesn't mean it has to shine. It only has to have the... So basically, if I turn on the mesh, you can see it's not all the way around at all. But there is this rule on an object. Let's say we take the X, right? And you see this is where the most roundness happens. This is where the most roundness happens. This is where the most roundness happens. And this, basically a cross, right? Or an X. Cross is like different. Cross would be like here. It's more like an X, right? And it doesn't matter what kind of object it is, even here, see? This is where the roundness happens the most, where it's bending. That is where you hit the most light. And then you blend it in as you go. And if you're really good with it, you know, you can even get away without even using a material here. Without even using... Can you please open? Unity is weird lately. You have here, you don't even have to add shininess, right? It already gives you in the texture a shiny part where you have painted in the light. So basically it's always like I have explained it in here. The best way is to follow the cross, just exactly like on the leg. This is where the leg is at the side. That is where the most light starts. It's like the curves, the bending. You see, there's just flat colors, but if I zoom out, you get like this is shiny, but it's not. I just added here a little bit more light. If I add a little bit more here, it's gonna get even better, right? I just go hit here even more white and just blend it in really nice. Just like on this top here part, it's gonna give you the illusion it already has metal assigned to it, but it doesn't. It's just flat colors. As you can see here, just that little. I was just testing it out, right? And even here, if you see the white on the chains, if I zoom in, you can see it's just color. It's not even blended in proper. I'm still painting this, by the way. Like I said, this is still work in progress. I always like to test it in the game before I finalize. If I decide I don't like how it is looking, I can quickly change. Like also this building, look how busy this is. This is gonna get painted out a lot. Like you can see here, this is starting to look more like nice painterly stuff. This was also like busy, like this piece of wood, you know, overpowering. And then I started to clean out a lot of the unnecessary detail, which makes it look more solid, makes it look nicer, right? You can see here I did nothing, I just blocked in the shapes. But basically I'm gonna take this whole piece and I'm gonna clean that out and just leave those bigger cracks, which is gonna give us the crack detail. So basically if I just paint all of this out and make it a little bit more flat, like on this side, then it's gonna come together. That's basically with everything here. I just block it in and later if I like it, I clean it out. And it's gonna look way better. Right now it looks way too busy. But yeah, basically that's how I see that, and that's how you fake depth. Yeah, like I said, I myself still am learning this hand painted stuff, so everything I say is just like not even a pinch on how you have to do it proper, the correct way. Yeah, I'm happy with this for now. Still have to edit in Photoshop anyway. It's all in the details, baby. Hadden ze hier ook? Wat is dat weer een nieuwe? Oh, gewoon die standard one. Ja, die is beter. Okay, let's fix that in Photoshop, right? Stop googling me. What the fuck? Okay, let's see. So see how it looks normal here, and in Unity it goes, I don't know what happens. So I have to go do this. So if anybody knows why Unity does that, please do share. What the fuck is that? Yeah, I know. So see, now if I press on play, see, now I can tweak it around. I still have to work on the weight paint so you can see how bad it is. Basically now you can see the texture. Why does Unity do that? Why do we have to play with some level sliders? Ja, dat is wat ik hoor. Okay, now it's better. So. Oh, see, if you have problems with updating your textures in Unity or anything in Unity while it's in play mode, you can turn that on. There's an option, and that is project settings. Is it project settings or preference? Yeah, so basically in play mode you can do stuff, right? There's somewhere here you can enable it and disable it. And you saw I was playing around in play mode, and I updated my texture or my audio, and in before projects it was disabled for me, and I stumbled up by, like, in the standard build it's disabled, you have to enable it, and I don't know why that is, but I stumbled up on it by accident, and now you don't have to go out of play mode to update on your textures or your audio or whatever you import into your, even your models. If you're working in Blender and FBX, you are working on the skinning with the bones, weight painting, you just export, even in play mode it's gonna update. How cool is that? If you don't know that little option, they don't turn it on by default, you have to turn it on yourself, which is weird if you ask me. Maybe because it's not stable, but you can see how much better it looks now. I like it. Let me take away the top part. Waar heb je het allemaal over, ja? I don't know, man. There's this weird detail on the legs here that make it look so realistic. And then the detail on top gets lost. I gotta work on that a little bit better. But this is because of the IK, see? I'm rotating and his feet moving with us. So weird. By the way, you can see what I meant, like adding those little lights right there on the edges. Even if you rotate, they're always gonna go with the light, right? Doesn't matter how you rotate your character. They're always gonna have more shininess than other parts, which is normal, and it's supposed to have that. It doesn't matter how you rotate your model, right? That is always, that's gonna be like, doesn't matter what angle you are, showing more brightness. It's just normal, it makes sense. Has nothing to do with like if the light hits from this angle, right? That's material. The material is gonna decide that. When you rotate your material and you rotate it this way, it's gonna get less shiny here than when you rotate it this way. No, this is I'm talking about a different light. A light from the material itself, not the material that you assign to your model. No, the material of the texture, right? Where it gives an illusion there is a roundness, and where there's bevels, it gives you an illusion there's depth. Right here you're creating. Why am I adding darker spots underneath here? Because that is where the bevel is, and the bevel is always going to be underneath, going to be darker than the bevel that is on top. It's going to be brighter, right? So which makes sense. This is where the light hits. So basically what you're doing, you're giving bevels even to this piece, making it look more rounded. Okay, listen to this. That's crazy, right? And that's only because I have Unity on. Now I'm gonna turn it off, and then you're gonna see. you can hear the switch like it only does this with Unity, no other program. So maybe I'm setting something, maybe I'm setting it wrong, I don't know. Okay, let's export this also to textures. Marmoset. Bring back the music. Save. I'm okay for now with this. I still have to do the teeth and the eyes. Still not painted. It's okay for now. Did I mute myself now? Am I muted? Check, mic check, mic check. Mic check. No, I'm not muted. Oh, you mean because you couldn't hear me because of the... No, I took off my headset and put my mic next to the PC to let you hear what I mean when I fire up Unity. How the PC starts to go like from... like a plane, right? It goes like... and it stays up the whole time. Unless I turn it off, then it goes down. So, what can it be, right? It's only doing that by when I fire up the Unity. Especially when I'm in here. Coilvine. Yeah, Coilvine can... it doesn't have to be harmful, right? But I have read about it. It can also be something else. Your motherboard or... So it's really difficult to test out what it really is. But yeah, you get my point. You can see what I mean by the light, not the light source, right? The light source, that's material gonna be doing it, but just the light on the texture. Like it makes sense that it's where here it's more rounded. That's gonna have that shininess to it, right? It makes it more smooth looking rather than just flat. That's what I mean with. And if you see on the butt, I did a really bad job. I didn't blend it in really nicely, and now it shows like just two buns, which I still have to work on that. I did not spend too much time on the butt, right? But yeah, here we go. We have that for now. Let's delete that guy. This was our guy. Let's close this up. Wait. I do wanna save it like a Photoshop. Close it up. Look at those little bumps. Yeah, I gotta weight paint this a little bit better. Now it looks like not blended very well, and it's affecting way too much up. It should only affect like that part. Oh yeah, I also done the freaking little gauge. Still need to work on that. This is all gonna be metal, and this is gonna get cleaned out a lot. But yeah, even this has a texture. Wait a second. Where I can show it better, where the grass is not. Yeah, you can see it here. I have a new technique of doing the wood piece much better, which it looks more painterly now. And I still have to add this kind of a highlights to it. I think here we can see it better. So you can see like here, right here. We can see this more on the edges. I have to follow through onto the other edges to make it more rounded, just like I was talking about the pants, which is gonna give it more the look like, okay, these are the edges, right? Because that is where the edges are, and right now they kind of lost. If you see the bottom part, you don't see where the edge is, you just see this part. But if you see here, you kind of get an idea. Oh, hey, this is one side, this is another side. Basically highlights. That's what I'm talking about, highlights. That's what I'm trying to explain. Like this piece here. Okay, look how this gets lost. You don't know where the top is, where the bottom is. And if I hit those highlights on the edges and on the top, make it a little bit more brighter, then you're gonna see sides, right? So this is what I'm trying to explain. Like you see the roundness, the sides, where the top is, where the down is. So basically, yeah, just like this piece here. If I follow a little bit more through, you're gonna get an idea this is an edge. And it's gonna make more sense. And right now it looks kind of lost. You do see that there's a 3D object, but is it really a 3D object? Like it doesn't give me that feeling that it is fully, right? I do see the 3D object, but the texture, it's kind of fading it out. Ooh, there's some knockback on that ability. Oh yeah, 50% chance to apply burning effect, knockback on a target. Alright. 50% and almost every time happens. I did it 2 times and 2 times it happens. Let's see the 3rd time. No knockback. So 50-50, right? Yeah, I know you understand it. I'm just trying to explain it a little bit better every time. I know you. Maybe you even know better than me what I'm trying to explain, right? But yeah, this way it gets kind of lost. See, once I hit the edges with more highlights and have a little bit of variation and clean out this too many details. It's gonna look so much nicer. But yeah, I still have to do a lot of other stuff like the watchtower. This is still not finished modeling. There's a lot of stuff that I still have to model for that house. I have to model all the inside interior. There's gonna be like a huge opening door. So this is also like still just blocked in some stuff. A little camp here. If you don't come this way, you're not gonna notice it very easy, but here is also gonna be a lot of important stuff to get you going. So basically, yeah, what I can do right now, I'm gonna build the game and have a little demo. Yes. From what's this? So build out a little demo, and I have now 4 classes, 2 races. I'm working on the 3rd human race, and then I still have to do the female dwarf, the textures, and all of the armor pieces. And then I have like 2 races, male and female, that are gonna be having 2 armor pieces. I had to paint all of those armor pieces, right? Like you can see this guy, male, so they have like 2 armor pieces. They have a leather one and a plated one. So this is the leather one. And then the plated one. So I have done that for the male and the female, and this weekend I sculpted the dwarf textures and painted out only the leather one. I still have to do the plated one for the male, and the female I have to still remodel with the same UVs and everything. It's a lot of layers, so this one is gonna take a while. So what are you doing, man, these days? What's happening? It cannot only be you are working in the garden. Get a drink? Yeah, me too, man. Yes. Ik pak eentje. Yes. Okay, we have 1 more hour to go. Let's see what can I do in 1 hour. Whoa. This layout is definitely different. What the hell? Why is this different? Oh. It was not on the paint. Oh my god. So we have the plated. Okay, the gloves are done in a different one. So let's turn off the gloves. But yeah, this is the plated armor. As you can see. The green one. So I still have to do that for the dwarf. Male. Yeah, heavy plated armor. It looks way better in the game. But yeah, basically 2 armors. Two armors so far. And I still have to do the the female red texture from the demonic one. And also I think I'm gonna give them a tail and wings. Like you can have later wings added to them, which is gonna give you like a little not shape shift, well maybe shape shift, and then also a little flying added to it. I already can do that. Flying is already implemented, but I'm not gonna give the flying. But like a little lift from the ground for a couple of seconds and then you land again. But only if you press a certain ability, and that ability is only gonna be unlockable later. Also gonna add a lot of different hairstyles, beards, horns. Right now he has just simple horns. It was basically just testing out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add a tail and demonic wings. Like they're gonna look more like a bat wings, you know, like a bat. But yeah, adding a tail. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe not. I am gonna play around with it, see how it works. But yeah, you can see the horns. You're gonna have different kind of horns. Also different shapes and stuff like that. And if you equip a helmet, the horns are just gonna get removed, right? To make it look better. Only if you unequip the helmet, the horns are gonna appear back. I don't follow. What the hell is happening here? Drugs? Oh, the tree. Talking about tree. Are you just talking about drugs? Yeah, the trees on drugs, man. Damn trees. No class. Yeah, that was a trippy one. The shader, it's affecting the vertices in a wrong way. But it's also kind of a bad shader. It's more of a shader like moving like water, less than a tree. A real tree shader moves like individual things, right? You never see like what you see today in a lot of tree shaders. They're like just wrong. But it doesn't matter, you know. It gives an illusion that the trees, the leaves are moving in the wind. But basically, it's just like shader material added to be having some kind of a noise on the texture, which is not the correct way to do proper wind movement for the leaves of the tree. So it makes it look like watery, like there's some liquid going on, which no tree behaves like that. It's not water. No tree or grass behaves like that in the wind. Wind happens usually like when it's blowing, it's going a little bit and then stops, and then it's going, and it's not like water, continuous movement. No, that's not how wind works. It's usually the harder blow gets more bending, and then less wind gets less. And that's basically how you get those different bending or over tree bark or the leaves, but they don't act like liquid like you see in a lot of shaders. You see, just watch the you see how the leaves move. This is not how real leaves supposed to move. It does look good. Like I said, the effect is not that bad, but it's not correct. Like normal person would not notice. You see a tree and you see the movement and you'll be like, yeah, that's good. I get the feeling that the wind So what is wrong with that tree and why the others behave correct? I think because he added it wrong. He added the wind for the leaves and not for the bark. That's all he did. He did. Okay, it's gonna take a little bit longer first time building out my game. Why? Because if you have made a lot of changes, but after that, if you make small changes and you build, it's building way faster. Like if you create something huge and you import into the game, you introduce it for the first time, building out the game always takes a little bit longer. But after that, it's already 21 minutes past. It was 9 o'clock 21 minutes ago, like it was 5 minutes ago I told it. We have like an hour. Now I have like a half an hour. I have a night shift, so I'm gonna take a little nap before I go. Call it a waiting game. Yeah. But yeah, I just want to test it out before I go take a like power nap. A power nap. Oh, don't forget to charge the battery for the bike. Yeah, man. I bought a new bike, you know, the electric bike, so I don't have to. You also have to go soon? Yeah, man. Same. Do you have to work tomorrow? Wednesday. Yeah. In about this week and then the next week. So 2 weeks. This 1 week and then the next week. And then I have 2 weeks off. Starts Friday of July. Yeah, Friday when I come back from work. Yeah, not only that, 2 weeks like I can relax a little bit, man, and just do a lot of stuff, right? You know how it is when you have work and then you have vacation, then you can finally do some stuff without thinking, oh, tomorrow I have to go to work, so you know, you don't have that thought. But basically all the free time that I have, it's gonna get spent in other stuff, working. So you know how it is. You basically never rest, for real. It's always like, but this is not work. I don't see this as work. It is work, but it's not. This is like a relaxing time for me. Sitting behind PC and working on the game. Most people make it a work, right? Companies, they see this as work. I see it as like relaxation, hobby. If you see it as work, then you can better stop. Even your work that you're doing, like if I go tonight, I have a night shift, and I'm working, getting the packages ready for the people, you know, to get delivered. I make it not work. I make it something like, okay, this is my exercise, you know. That's what I tell to myself. This is my exercise. This is my movement for the day. This is what I do, you know, because I have to lift a lot of boxes that are also heavy. Here we go. Oh yeah, here's the plated armor. The girl has it on. I pretty much cheated. Because she's still level 1, but she has the armor that is like gonna be used level 20. Or maybe level 10, depends when it drops. But yeah, I'm gonna add the class level on it. You gotta be maybe like level... Oh no. And then that happened. I hate that. But you're gonna see the second time it goes faster. It didn't build correct. My shaders, they were busted. I don't know why Unity does this. You can see like glowing like crazy. Oh shit, I cannot open it when I'm building it. Ooh, don't do it. Don't do it. That was not smart. Yeah, I broke it. Oh my god. I'm so stupid. I think I broke it. It's frozen. I tried to open up the file that I was just building. Not smart. The problem is I know I broke it, but it doesn't show me, you know? This is the worst part. Learn typing, man. Yeah, no problem, man. You don't have to stick around. Thanks anyway. Thanks for stopping by, man. Long time no see, and have a good one. Basically, yeah, you know, I'm streaming every day now, so when you have time to stop by, don't feel obligated or anything, right? Life goes on, man. Bye. But yeah, I'm happy that I can stream again and show off my game and share a little bit with the community. I'm gonna be like also interacting more with the community. Gonna be sending out some new stuff on Discord, so we can basically include everybody again. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. Have a good one. See you next time. I also have half an hour, and then we're gonna see. Yeah, thanks, buddy. All right. Why does it look so much better in Unreal? What? Still taking some time, damn it. Yeah, I need a nap, but like 10 o'clock, it's a good time. Yes. Echt goed wil hebben. Bam bam. Come on. Let's finish. I have 20 minutes to test it out. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, show log. Put that over there. Alright, what do we get? Invalid URL. Well, yeah, I get that. I should be able to launch it without Steam. Why is it loading this? Where's the actual load?